Canada was ranked #1 country in the world for quality of life. And that is the reason it attracts so many immigrants and so many people want to move to Canada. But have you ever thought how the Canadian government is able to provide such a good quality of life in Canada? You're right. It is with the taxpayers' money. So Canadian citizens get free healthcare here, free education to their kids, and so many infrastructure, so many services they get here in Canada, which makes the quality of life the best in Canada. But now you must be wondering whether the taxes are high in Canada, because if you're getting so many services for free, in fact, in the pandemic, Canadian government paid $2,000 to the people who lost their jobs. So these kind of services they are able to provide to the citizens of Canada, and that is only possible if the taxpayers' money is being utilized in an effective manner. So watch this video till the end. You will come to know whether the taxes are high in Canada and how can you save some taxes. So watch this video till the end. If you're watching the video and you haven't subscribed the channel, I request you to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you get notified about these kind of amazing videos in future. So when I got job in Canada, after moving to Canada, I was very happy. Oh, I got a good package and all. But when I checked my salary slip for the first month, I was in shock. So it was not as per my expectation. There is a joke that you get a handsome salary on the offer letter, but when you see what is coming in hand every month, that is very less. So that was also true here. I was mentally ready because I knew what were the tax slabs in Canada, but in reality, when you see the salary slip, obviously you get a tiny heart attack. But later on, I realized that how the tax system works, how you will be able to save some taxes every year, and what are the tax calculations. So in Canada, you pay two types of taxes on your salary. One is federal tax, which is countrywide, and one is provincial taxes. So if you are in Ontario, the tax percentages will be different. If you are in British Columbia, your tax slabs might be different. So we will take example of Ontario and let's see what are the tax brackets. So on the screen, I'm showing you what are the tax brackets for federal taxes. For 2020, it might change. So you can Google it and you will have the exact tax brackets. And for Ontario as well, you can check that what are the tax brackets. So now you must be wondering how the tax will be calculated. Let me show you some examples. Unlike India and Canada, they have progressive tax system, so which was little different how I used to calculate tax in India. So let's understand that with the help of one example. Okay, so I have created this sheet where I have the tax brackets for federal taxes, and I have only taken 3 brackets just to share this example. So let's say your income is 90,000, which is a good salary in Canada. So you must be wondering that you are falling in this slab. But actually, as I said, in Canada, we have progressive tax system. So for first 48,000, you will be paying 15% tax, which is 7,280. And on the remaining amount, you will be paying 20.5%. So your total tax for 90,000 income is 15,781, and your total net income will be 74,219, whereas your offer letter might say 90,000. So instead of paying 20.5%, you're paying on an average 18%. So that is the benefit of progressive tax system. So people might be saying that in Canada you are paying 40% taxes, but that's not true, because you will fall in 40% of the bracket when your package will be, let's say, 160,000, and even then only you will not be paying 40% on your total salary. Whatever will be left after all these brackets, that tax will be calculated on 40% and will be paying that. Now let's take second example where your salary is increased by $10,000. So now again, on the first slab, you will be paying taxes on 48,535 as per 15%. Now on the remaining amount, of course, you will be paying, and this is your remaining amount. On this, you will end up paying 20.5%, but still some amount is remaining. So let's calculate that, which is 2,931. On this, you will end up paying taxes as per 26%, which is very high, you must be wondering, but this will be only $762. That is the benefit of progressive tax system. Now, as you can see here, your net income is $82,000. Although your gross salary has increased by $10,000, but your net income is only increased by $8,000 because you are falling in the higher tax bracket here. So in Canada, the tax bracket doesn't matter much, but what matters is the marginal tax rate. Now, what is marginal tax rate? Marginal tax rate is the higher tax amount that you're paying as per the bracket. So for first example, you can see your marginal tax rate will be 20.5 because that's the higher tax rate that you are paying. In second example, your marginal tax rate will be 26%. So that is one of the reasons why people try to keep it on the lower bracket, and there are some ways by you can stay in the lower tax bracket to save some of the amount. So instead of getting this taxed at 26%, you can still remain in this bracket if you are able to reduce your taxable income by 10,000 or let's say 3,000 in this case. And by changing some of the values here, by changing tax brackets and percentage, you will be able to calculate your tax as well. So I will upload this on our website. You can go there on canadacouple.com file section. You can download this Excel file and play around. But in Canada, people say the higher salary you will have, the more taxes you will be paying. That's true. But it is not that your net income will not increase. As you have seen in the example, obviously, if you are on the lower side of the income, you will be paying less taxes. That's fine. But that is also true if your salary is increasing, your net income will also increase. And that is one of the myths. People get scared here because if the salary will increase, they think that they will be paying high taxes, a lot of taxes. But that's not true. Of course, if your salary increasing, you're going in the next tax bracket, your marginal tax rate is increasing, but eventually your net take home will also increase. And there are ways to save some taxes. We will talk about that. But there are other online tax calculators as well. You can go online, you can just enter your salary, you will have all the details and you will have the tax calculation as per your province. Let's check one of the tax calculator online. So this is one of the tax calculator by EY. I will give the link in the description. You don't have to do anything. You can just go here and enter your salary, your gross salary. And then of course you will have all the tax payable, net income, what is your average tax rate and what is your marginal tax rate as per the province. So we are talking about Ontario. Let's see how much tax you are paying. Let's say you are paying around 20,000 and this includes your federal tax as well as your provincial tax. That is why it is huge as compared to the taxes which we were seeing in the Excel file. And your net take home will be somewhere around 70,000. Average tax is 22.45 and your marginal tax rate is 33.89. Now, we can clearly say that you are paying 22.45% tax on your gross income of 90,000. So you can see that it is not actually 33.89, but average tax is 22.45, which is one of the benefit of progressive tax system because your whole gross salary is not being taxed as per the higher tax bracket, but it is being calculated as per the tax brackets. Let's take one more example. Let's say your salary got increased and now it is 140,000. So obviously your marginal tax rate has increased. It is now 43.41, but average tax is still around 30%, which is way less than 43.41%. So this is how we can say that taxes are not huge in Canada. Of course, 140,000 is very good salary in Canada. So you're still paying 30% taxes only. And we are not talking about all the tax benefits that you can get. So this is one myth that we can say taxes are not very high in Canada. But of course, if you will go on the higher side and you will not take any action to save some taxes, then it will be high. And another thing you will hear a lot in Canada, and that is it's not about how much you are earning in Canada, it's always about how much you are saving in Canada. So there is a way by which you can save $600 in Canada. If you're opening your bank account, you can go with the BMO bank. That is 200 years old bank in Canada, and they are giving some amazing offers to newcomers especially. Even if you came to Canada in last 5 years, you can avail this offer, and there are 4 benefits. Let's talk about first benefit. By opening a check-in account with BMO Performance Plan, you will earn $300. And if you add one more family member, you will get another $50. So that's $350. So in Canada, you might be paying some monthly fees for every bank every month. So you will be able to save that fees for 1 year. If you're going with check-in account with BMO, you will not be paying that $16 every month for 1 year. So that's around $192 in a year. That's another benefit. And another benefit is that you get $55 discount on the safety deposit box with BMO Bank if you are opening the check-in account. So it is very necessary if you are getting your jewelry. If you want to safe keep some costly items, you will get discount of $55 on that. So all in all, you will be able to save around $600. That is a lot. You can do winter shopping as well. So if you are thinking of opening a bank account, there is a link in the description. Go there and avail the offer. $600 is a lot. Now let's talk about how can you save some taxes. So you will hear this a lot. You can go for RRSP or TFSA. I will make a detailed video about TFSA and RRSP, but when you will go in the bank to get your check-in account open, do check with them about TFSA and RRSP because you can save a lot of money. Me and Manpreet both have TFSA RRSP account and we took advantage of the first-time home buyers as well. So RRSP helps you to get some advantage if you are a first-time home buyer. So do check that out. Another thing is you have to keep in mind is if you are a full-time employee, obviously you're getting so many benefits and the taxes will be high. But if you are a contract employee, if you are self-employed like me, you will be able to save some taxes because you can show some expenses, let's say car expenses, as your business expenses. Because you are, let's say, going to office, you are using a car for business, you can show your office rent and take some advantage as well. So if you're self-employed, of course, you will be able to save more taxes as compared to a full-time employee. And again, we will recommend, as always, if you're 2 people in the family, 1 person should do full-time job and 1 person can go on a contract job because you will be able to save more taxes if you're doing a contract job. And the person who is doing full-time job, there will be job security, and because on contract job security is less as compared to full-time. So you will have job security as well, and 1 person will be able to save some extra money as well. Now there are 2 ways by which you can reduce your taxes. TFSA, RRSP. RRSP falls in tax deduction. So you can take advantage of tax credits or tax deductions. Tax deduction is that your gross salary is 90,000 and you're directly putting 5,000 in RRSP. There is a limit of RRSP as well, like you cannot put 60,000 out of 90,000. So always check with the banker. But let's say out of 90,000, you are directly depositing 5,000 in RRSP account. Now your gross income will become 85,000 and you will be taxed on that as compared to 90,000. So there are chances that you might not be falling in the higher tax bracket now because you already reduced your taxable income by 5,000. And other thing that you can show in tax deduction are childcare expenses, legal fees, disability expenses, and examples of tax creditors which you get when you're filing the taxes. Unlike tax deduction, your whole income will be taxed, but when you're filing the taxes, you can show your medical expenses, you can show your tuition credits, donations, and then you get some return. You should be aware of it. In first year of moving to Canada, you get some HST GST return. So always check that. In first year, you get some amount. Me and Manpreet both got some $100 once we file the tax. And do not miss filing your tax. Even if your income is 0, always file taxes in April. So financial year ends in March, and then after that you will get some days to file the taxes. And if you're not confident, you will go with some tax advisor for the first year. I would say if you're not confident, once you're confident, you can file your taxes by yourself from second year. So first year, do not forget, you get some benefit, you get some HST return. So I tried to cover the high level because there are very minor detail that I can go through. It will be very long video. So you can save a lot of taxes. You should talk to your tax advisor, and maybe I will create a detailed video. You can comment down below if you have any questions. But at the end, I just want to say that tax system in Canada is very effective. You will feel good that the tax you are paying is being utilized for the infrastructure and for the services that you are getting, your family member are getting, your kids are getting. And there are so many ways by you can save a lot of taxes as well. And again, taxes are not very high in Canada for the number of benefits that you get here. So if someone tells you next time that taxes are very high in Canada, just show him that tax calculator, all the Excel file that I have uploaded on the website. I hope you have some more idea about the tax system in Canada. If you like the video, do not leave without liking and commenting down below. Till next time, stay safe and stick around.